Welcome to the Home Group Podcast, where we discuss everything addiction, recovery, mental health. I am Flip.
And I am Luke. Our generation of men, you're not allowed to have feelings.
We're going to talk about things that are uncomfortable, things that are scary, because when you talk about it, you take away its power.
The only thing that's going to keep me clean is me not wanting to be who I was then.
We was in the trenches, now look how we out here ballin'. Pumped up in the max, now we flooring in the fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Home Group Podcast. I am Flip, clean date April Fools 2016.
And I am Luke, clean date October 11th, 2017.
Thank you. I forgot to do that. I was going to do from Doug Funny. Shout out Doug Funny. Those of you that don't know, make sure you check out episode 16 when it comes out. Doug Funny's going to be on the show.
Doug Funny's on the pod.
Yeah.
We got him.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Episode 14.
Episode 14.
You're back.
I'm back.
From Kentucky.
Tennessee. As you like to call it, a country known as Kentucky.
Yeah, I caught some flack, but there was somebody in the comments that said I'm from Kentucky, and I don't take offense because I know it's just coming from a place of love.
Well,
and that's all it is.
I mean, the exposure is so real there. I feel like I'm from Kentucky now.
Yeah.
I started talking with a little bit of a drawl.
What are you talking about? You came over to my house in a pair of overalls.
Honestly, bro, the people there are so nice and they're so welcoming.
Nice.
Like, everybody's so, like, warm and kind. And then I come back here and it's like just a bunch of, old people, like, just angry at me for everything. Angry. They're just angry.
Listen, hold on. Before we get started.
What?
You remember my voice memo to you, the 37 I sent you.
Yeah.
Listen, old people, we got to talk.
Let's
talk.
Let's talk this out.
Okay?
Let's figure this out.
I don't understand. First of all, you should be happy that you're alive. I mean, can I say that?
We're going to have to cut this.
Okay.
We're gonna.
I didn't mean that like how it sounded.
We're gonna have to cut all this.
Okay.
So just go ahead and go all
okay.
out, and we're gonna have to just cut this.
Listen, I picked up some First Watch. I'm driving through the parking lot, and it's
Love First Watch.
I do, right in front of Target, right? And I see this old lady, and I did it a little prematurely, but I wanted her to know there was no rush.
Right.
So I step on my brakes so she can cross the road.
Yeah.
This raggedy. God forgive me. God forgive me. That's my elder. I got to respect my elder. There's
no good way to say what you're about to say. So just do it.
Older lady.
Yeah.
Didn't even have the common decency. Not a head nod. Not a hand up. Not a peace sign. Yeah. Not a surfs up.
Yeah.
Not even. I can't even get
hang 10.
I can't even get a.
I love you.
I can't.
Not a smile. Showed no teeth.
She looked at me like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Even drive in my vicinity right now.
Right.
Did I say vicinity?
You said vicinity, but I'm going to let it. We'll go to the judges later.
Okay. And she looked annoyed that I was breathing the same air as her.
Well, how dare you?
And that was the first time that I committed vehicular homicide.
Flip. We really are going to have to cut
this. Well, you
this.
said we were cutting the whole thing out.
Well, yeah, okay.
So.
Okay.
I painted old Mary Jo on the front of my truck.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's what you get for not having common decency. Just be nice. I'm not looking for you to go above and beyond.
Well, bro, your first problem was shopping at Target.
I didn't. I went to First Watch, but they share a parking lot.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
They share a parking lot.
You got to find a First Watch that's not next to, ground zero.
It was. I was so mad. I sent you 37 voice clips, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was laughing.
Yeah, dude. But you know how when I get
you get angry. You're like a little. Yeah. I know. I know.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
Let me see if I can get something cut out of this podcast.
Okay.
I got a Weiner story.
Pee-pee?
Yeah, so I'm in Kentucky. I'm doing windshields, and there's a guy, And
Wait. I'm sorry to interrupt. Is this a pee-pee story?
yeah, I'll get to that.
Okay.
I'll let you decide when I'm done.
Okay.
So there's a guy, and I'm doing this windshield, and his cousin comes out, and he's showing me on his phone. He's like, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Sarasota, Florida." He said, "Oh man, I was just down in Palm Beach, over here, over there. This me and my lady right here." And he's scrolling through the pictures. He's like, "That's me and my kid." And he scrolls, and there's a picture of him standing in a bathroom, no pants. He's got no pants on. No pants, no undies. Just shirt cocking it like fucking Fred Flintstone, bro. And this dude had a crank on him.
Oh, of course he did.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing was so big, it might as well have been drinking out of the sink, bro. Like, he sat there for like 10 seconds, bro. And I'm looking at it, and I'm locked in. I mean, it was like fucking looking at Medusa, bro.
Yeah.
This thing was turning me to stone, and I look over at him, and what do?
Yeah.
I look back at the phone, and then I look back at him again. He's like, in the coolest way possible. "Oh, my bad." Like, bro, you know what you did.
Okay.
You know what you did. "Oh, my bad." You just ruined my life forever.
Yeah.
Like, you ruined all, hope that I had of anything for the rest of my life. Forever.
Yeah.
He scrolled twice. His wiener was still in the camera roll. It stretched 2 frames over, bro.
Oh my god. But can we be honest for a second?
Yeah.
If that was me, at least every third pick. If that was me,
Yeah, I mean,
if I'm rocking like that,
yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm out right now in the live.
what are you talking about? My thing would have its own mic.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
I'd have a little chair set up.
Yeah.
I'd have a mic. I'd put some sunglasses on
We'd be
them.
propping the phone up on it.
Put some sunglasses on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd dress him up.
All of a sudden, he's Magnum PI.
He's max capacity. Shout out max capacity.
Yeah, so that was...
Listen, I'm glad you didn't share that story with me because, I mean, you got to understand, we've been friends for a while now.
Yeah.
So when you tell me I have a wiener story,
Yeah.
there's a million things circling
Oh,
through
for
my
sure.
head.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Well, I got a million wiener stories. So,
What's that about?
I don't know.
You got a lot of pee-pee stories.
Well, when you've been in prison for as long as I have, you've seen more wieners than you have vaginas. And that's a fact. That's a fact. It's a fact.
All right.
So I don't know if we have to cut that or not.
I'm
but
pretty sure we've been recording for 10 minutes now and none of it's usable.
yeah.
I'm almost positive.
Oh, we're going gangbusters in here, dude.
We're
It's-
talking about massive cranks and running old ladies over. This is not a good start to episode 4.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So we're recording this episode. We want to just kind of get into the formalities before we get into it. Normally we do a live look-in for our Patreons. I went ahead and posted the link public. There's a bunch of people in here right now watching. We love each and every one of you. Thanks everybody for the support.
Thank you.
Everybody. Dude, we were just talking about this, right? And we're coming up on 4,000 on Instagram.
It blows my mind.
We just passed 3,000 on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like I hope everybody understands, like, it really is a big deal to us.
It's huge.
It's insane. I don't know if I've even in my entire life talked to 3,000 people.
I don't even have words, bro. It blows. Dude, like 3 years ago, I was sitting in a prison cell trying to figure out a makeshift set of dominoes, bro.
3 years ago, I was in a prison cell. You see my last house? It was a fucking goddamn shoebox, dude. I was in a cell too, dude.
No, that was that man cave, though. Not for nothing. That place was cozy, boy.
Hey, I'm kind of digging this setup because, like, when I talk to you, I feel like I'm in a fort.
That's what I told you when I was like, "Did you sit in this chair even?" Because, like, I mean, bring some sheets in here and let's get this.
Let's set up a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's a little fort.
Let's flip a quarter and get this thing cracking.
Let's go.
Ivan, bring in the sheets.
Ivan,
Bring the sheets in.
The hall closet. Bring the sheets.
And grab my Rock'em Sock'em robots while you're at it. There, bro.
Ivan doesn't exist, dude.
All right.
Did you read the reading today?
No.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I thought we weren't talking about the reading anymore.
No. We couldn't say what the reading was from.
Oh, okay.
And it was super good and it was super profound. And I was like, nah, we need to touch on this.
Okay.
But guess what? I forgot.
Did you?
I forgot. No. It had something to do with honesty.
Okay.
But I feel like we've talked about that. What do you want to talk about? You're back. You were out of town for a week. Oh, listen, before I do want to get into this. Mike got the job at Safe Flight.
Shout out Mike Anderson. You guys saw him on the Instagram live. He got the job. I told you guys I would let you know on Tuesday if he got it. He got the acceptance letter in the mail.
He must be elated.
Oh my God. They said we only choose the best of the best. And we're excited to have you on board to extend this offer to you.
Yo, that's a big deal.
He's a whole windshield installer.
That's incredible.
And for those of you that don't know, me and Mike met in Okeechobee, CI, a prison in Florida, at the work camp. I was in the dog program. He was in the gang program. No, don't. We can cut that. We can cut that.
That's strike two.
No,
That's strike two.
Demonetization.
Yeah.
No, man, he's you know what, man? He always tells me like, "Oh, you got out and you did exactly what you said you were going to do and I'm so proud of you, man." But I texted him today and I told him, "Man, I'm really proud of you, bro, because he's been staying clean.
I know.
He's been, taking care of his duties as a husband and as a stepdad and all that, man. He's been there for them kids. He picked up everything and went to Kentucky with me just to make a little bread, you know what I mean? And in the process, this is how things work out. In the process, one of the other installers up there, I'm not even sure if it made a difference, but one of the installers up there knew a guy that works at Safe Flight in Atlanta where he lives. Yeah, to like put in a good word for him.
Wow.
Even if that didn't make a difference, just the way that works, the way the universe works like that, bro, it's like, dude, that's insane. What's the chances of that?
Well, something that we've learned and is kind of the motto we live by is trust the process, right?
100%. Do not abandon the process.
Under no circumstances.
Wide erp.
Because as soon as you start wavering from that process, my life goes to hell in a handbasket like that.
Things get a little rocky. Little rocky for the kid.
Yeah, man.
You know what they say, though?
What?
A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
Okay. Is that what we're just doing? We're just coming with sayings for the rest of the episode?
Doing one-liners. That's going to be the name of this episode. One-liners.
But it's beautiful to see stuff like that. And it's stuff like that that gets me excited about recovery.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is the little victories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what this whole journey is all about. So, we have a Patreon.
Yes.
We have 15 Patreons, but we have a Patreon in particular. And here's the thing, right?
No, a patron.
A Patreoni.
A patron.
A patron.
Cardi B. Cardi Patron.
So, one thing that Luke and I are very, we want to talk about what you guys want to talk about, right? And we had a patron, La Patron.
La Patron.
Reach out to us, right?
Yeah.
And she's struggling, and this is kind of, I'm probably gonna butcher this, but me being a doctor of memory, I have a really good memory.
Yeah, I'll tell you if you're right. Go ahead.
Been clean, married, kids, did some work on herself, struggling getting connected in the meetings in her area. Okay? But I wanted to talk about this because I can relate to it on so many levels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So this is the rundown. clean, married, kids. There are some resentments because husband kind of picked up the slack when during a relapse, right? Things that they were working through, trying to get connected in her area, into meetings, not really vibing with some of the meetings. People aren't very welcoming. And it's gotten to the point where she's afraid to leave the house. Okay. She does not want to get high, but it's there.
Yeah, how long is that going to last for?
She said that.
Right.
She knows that she basically a ticking time bomb, right?
Right.
Now, this is before we get into this. I want everybody to know this is just our opinion, right?
Yeah, don't.
We are not licensed to give advice.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a doctor of math and science and numbers and memory.
Yeah.
And pastrami, but
I'm just a sneaker surgeon. Not
other
the
than
sneaker
that,
surgeon, but
we're same as you, just trying to figure this thing out, right? So when I hear these things, right, it touches my heart because I can relate to it. I know what it's like going to meetings and just not really vibing with the meeting.
Oh, that's pretty much every meeting for me.
Okay, so what do?
I'll go out of town. I'll hit a meeting in Bradenton where I don't know anybody there.
Okay.
I'll do a Zoom meeting.
Okay.
You know, there's other options other than just sticking with the same meeting. Sometimes, you know, like my home group, which is probably the case for everybody, you know, it gets old.
Yeah. So, you know, I ran through those same thoughts, like Zoom meetings. The other thing that I thought of too, and it's something that I've had to do a couple of different times in my journey, right? And it's going to be hard to word this, but I have an issue with everything, but my main issue is drugs, right? So I go to meetings that are catered to drug users.
Right.
Right? I've switched it up where I've gone to meetings for people who have drinking problems.
Right.
If you pick up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to kind of just get a different shift of perspective, right?
Right.
And I've done that and tried different times. You know what I mean? Tried meetings early in the morning, tried meetings late at night. Like, just tried to expose myself to different things until I got to a place where I felt comfortable, because ultimately that's the most important thing, because if you're comfortable, then you're going to be more likely to get some shit off your chest.
Right. And what people need to remember is, you know, a meeting is two or more people. It doesn't have to be this is part of my recovery right here.
Absolutely.
This is a big part of my recovery. You know what I mean? Just a support group. That's a meeting in itself.
So, to take that a step further, right? She shared in there that really her support group is her husband, and then I think she said like one friend.
Right.
That scares me a little bit when I hear that, right? Because, for instance, if you were the only person in my support group, you're out of town in Kentucky, what happens if my ass is on fire?
Right.
I have a support group, a group of guys that I reach out to for anytime there's some wild shit going on, right? And I've talked about it before. Like, I have a dude that I specifically, I'll call him first if I feel like running Mary Jo over in the middle of the road because I'm so mad.
Out front of the target.
Yeah. I have, you know, people that if I feel like my ass is on fire, that I can reach out to. But all of these people
Overeating.
are part of my support group.
If you feel like overeating,
yeah,
you call me, and I can talk you off the ledge and eat some of that food for you.
Yeah, I would never call you with that because you'd be like, "Where you at?
Where you at?
I'll be there in 5.
Pull up on me. Pull up on me."
But the only way you're going to build that support group is by going to those meetings, right? And something that stuck in my head, because, you know, every meeting you go to, there's somebody with 20 plus years who goes to 3 meetings a day, and they share at every single meeting.
Oh, they live for just going and rattling off a couple. They think about it day and night.
Yeah.
A couple good one-liners. They'll go in there and they'll rattle a couple off just to see if they can get people, riled up or something. And then they did.
I picture him like Jim Carrey in the movie 23.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he's going all crazy, he's writing 23 all over the walls.
Yeah.
They doing that, but they're just doing that with like recovery one-liners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He's coming on the pod.
Episode 18.
Episode 18.
Jim Carrey. He's going to be on the show. Super excited about that.
In Ace Ventura.
Get Up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't even remember. You threw me off
sorry.
with Ace Ventura.
I'm sorry, dude.
You threw me off with Ace Ventura.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so, and those people used to really bother me.
Yeah.
And I found myself that when those people were sharing, it almost set the tone for the rest of the meeting where like I'm tuned out now, right? Until my sponsor said, don't listen to the messenger, listen to the message.
Mm.
And so whenever there's those people that I may not necessarily care for, I have to flip that switch. And I flip that mental switch now, and I'll do the same thing. And I know you've seen me do it before. I'll look at the ground.
Put your head between your legs.
I literally lean forward and I look at the ground.
Yeah.
And it's not disrespect.
It's so weird because I see you doing that every time that I share.
No, I never do that when you talk.
Now that I'm putting all the pieces together now.
I never do that when you talk.
Okay.
No, but I do that because I'm really trying to focus on listening to the words that they're saying and not focusing on the person.
Their face.
Yes.
Their stupid, annoying face.
Yeah. And so I think that is super important because she shared in there that there's people that she doesn't vibe with and there's a lot of drama, right?
Yeah.
But I think that there are still, even in those little things, you can learn something if you switch perspective.
Right. Like how I found my sponsor.
Mm.
That was a huge upset in my life when my brother went back out.
Mm-hmm.
But in that, his sponsor came over to try to console Sonny's wife, and I ended up linking up with him and started working the steps. And up until then, I thought the steps were, shit. I thought it was... I was under the impression that, like, as long as I didn't get high, like, I'm good. And I could continue to just white knuckle it for the rest of my life and I'll be fine. Because I've never gotten this far before. I've never gotten this far. I've never had this much clean time. So, like, obviously what I'm doing is working, right?
Yeah.
But that's the sickness. That's that disease trying to trick me into thinking, like, you're good, dog.
Yeah.
You're good. It's that good and that evil.
Well, I mean, I say it all the time, just as much as the higher power is working in your life, that lower power is working double time.
That's what I was talking about, yeah. That's what I meant by good and evil that you always talk about.
I know it.
Yeah.
If you think for a half a second he or she, don't know what it is, but it's out there, is not working double time to set your ass on fire, you're mistaken.
Yeah.
So it's important to get that support group. It's important to go to meetings, in my opinion, right? I think the other thing that's vital is it's important that you have
matching socks. Is this thing on?
I mean, I do appreciate a good pair of matching socks.
Yeah.
I was going to say a self hobby, something that you do for yourself.
Oh, yeah, that too.
That can kind of get you out of your head. You do art.
Yeah,
you
no,
do sneakers.
I do, yeah. I'll do sneakers.
Draw.
I do a little bit of art.
Yeah. I enjoy writing.
Yeah.
At one point in time, you used to enjoy the gym. Like I still do.
Wow. So.
Okay. I think it's important that you find something, and whatever it is, it doesn't matter if it's crocheting. It doesn't matter if it's reading. It doesn't matter if it's making toothpick bridges.
Taking pictures of birds.
Shout out birds.
Shout out birds, man. We're getting
birds.
Shout out birds. We're getting a peacock on the podcast, episode 26.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that one. Yo.
Yeah.
I'm ramped up for that one.
Yeah.
I'm already working on stuff. I got questions.
Me too.
Okay, say less. So whatever it is that can get you out of your head, get you excited about life, I think that's important. So for me, and I can only speak for me, there is not one singular thing that I can contribute solely to the success that I've had in recovery. It has been a combination of little things. It has been, for me, I enjoy working out because it releases those endorphins. It helps me get rid of excess stress, right? I used to do it for self-seeking behavior. I do it solely for myself, okay?
You do it so that you can ride me about not going to the gym. I'm convinced that that's what it is.
Do you remember when you got out
You're
of prison?
sending me gym pics at 5 a.m. every morning with your little what was I gonna say, sugar daddy? your little hoochie daddy shorts. All right. If you ain't in the gym, then what are you doing?
That's just not true. I've never once done that.
I just want to say, for anybody who's ever like been to the gym and been working out, and like if you can relate to this and you stopped going and you get into like this rut, I'm sure you can relate to me. It's very hard to get out of that rut.
And I'm sure that everybody that can relate to that can also relate to having somebody in their life that they have a bond with who wants to push them to be the best possible version of themselves.
Right, and I'm sure you guys can relate to having that person body shame you on most days and feeling horrible about yourself.
And I'm sure that if you can relate to that as well as relating to the relatables, then you also know what it's like getting those phone calls of a sad, weeping, grown man crying tears of shame because he just ate 67 meatballs.
And I'm sure you can relate to wanting to have relations with meatballs. So I'll go all day.
Okay. So
thank you.
Shout out meatballs. Back to we keep getting off topic. I'm really trying to give. I'm trying to give our El Patron. Some solid advice, right?
I know.
And it's things that's worked for me, right? So it's a combination of things. So I think it's whether it's exercise, walking, whatever it is, it's in my opinion important. I think it's important to have some sort of healthy outlet, reading, writing, drawing, knitting, whatever that is. Meetings are vital. Support group is vital. I think a lot of self-reflection, and for me, that's why the steps were so critical, because it was looking at my life on paper. Because I could sit here and I could think about, wow, like I'm such a scumbag. I did so much scummy shit, right? When you do step work, as you go through it, you start to connect the dots. And you're like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe this happened because of this,
right? Which
led me down this path. And now I see it.
And this is what I can do to not go back down that path again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that is vital. And I think just getting open and honest with the people that you care about, you respect, and you love. We're only as sick as our secrets. And so if you're struggling, you have to get it out there. You have to.
Yeah.
That's really the reason we started this podcast.
Right. Was
just to kind of air everything. Let all our shit out.
Yeah. Yeah.
They think it's for them.
No, it's for us.
It is totally to just unpack all of our shit.
Yeah.
And along the process, a lot of cool things have happened.
Weiner picks. I've talked about wieners. I think I've been able to squeeze wieners into pretty much every single episode so far. 14.
Along the journey, a lot of cool things have happened. And the first thing out of your mouth was wiener picks?
Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, where did I go wrong?
One thing's for sure, two things for certain. Luke is a sweet boy.
I'm a sweet, sweet boy, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I've been a sweet boy my whole life.
That you have.
And if Becky's on the live right now, she'll tell you. She's known me since I was 3 years old.
One of our new patrons.
Yeah. Beezy.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Shout out Beezy.
I wrote her a message today.
Shout out Beezy, Glenwood, Illinois.
Is that where she's at? Or is that just where you knew her?
That's where I don't. No, that's not where she's at anymore.
That's where you knew her.
Yeah.
That's where you met her.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. It's crazy. That's the crazy thing about social media nowadays. And like just the internet in general is like you can connect with people.
Yeah.
Like I talked to my best friend who lives in Canada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the dude that I've known that I've been through so much with. And it's so cool. It's crazy because I talked to him. You know, we used to ride around and listen to, Jeezy and Rick Ross and all this crazy stuff. And now I hear him and he's like, hey, what's going on, I'm just up here, it's cold,
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's a terrible Canadian accent. Had a little Espanol twang in there. I don't know why, because he doesn't. But you get what I'm.
Yeah,
you catch my drift.
Yeah.
He's asking me like if I've had aged maple syrup.
Yeah.
And telling me about life in the frozen tundra.
Yeah, you have everybody hitting you up on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like it'll be like, oh, hey Flip, it's me, Steve. Remember I let you borrow my number 2 back in preschool? Remember we were tracing our hands and making turkeys out of them for Thanksgiving for our parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's wild.
I spent most of my life here, man.
Yeah,
spent most of my life here. I moved around a lot, but settled in here.
Yeah, when did you settle in? What age?
6. And then I moved away from 21 to 23 and then came running back.
Yeah.
Came running back.
That was a big part of your story.
Huge part.
Yeah.
We still got to do that eventually, I guess. Tell our stories.
Yeah.
So what else going on? You're back from Kentucky.
I'm back from Kentucky. I'm back to working. There's a completely different system at work now. I got to... yeah, there's a completely different system at work, and they got this Slack app, and everybody in the whole company is on like one thing, and my phone's just going haywire all day long. Fling, 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 fling. And if I silence notifications, then it silences the notifications on the single chat that I have with the office in case I need to hear anything from them. I need to have those notifications up. So it's like, it's just that change thing, dude, that I'm always talking about. I hate change so much. When you're in prison for that long, man, you get set in your ways. Like, I'm a homebody now. I like my system. I like my little things. I like having everything, and sometimes it looks like chaos, but it's organized chaos to me. I know where everything's at. I know how to do everything. And this might be a better system, and I'm just not looking at it the right way. I should probably keep an open mind, be willing to accept this new system and like trust the process. And I'm sure these guys know what they're doing and know what they're talking about. It's hard for me to get behind it, man. 'Cause it's like, why fix what isn't broken? You know what I mean? And that's like the story of my life.
Yeah, but I mean that's just a perspective shift.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
That's all it is. Because change is what we do. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Look at how we set up every God blessed episode.
Everyone's different.
Every single. You know how many times we've revamped this 6x6 cell?
Not for nothing. I think we found it though.
Oh, we definitely found it.
I don't think we have a reason to, except for get this equipment.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a reason to switch it again.
No.
These chairs are just, I could take a nap right now. I'm one cupcake away from a 10 to 12 hour nap right here in this chair.
I'm going to go back real quick to our Patreon. I hope some of that made sense. Some of that helped. Don't know if it did. But again, it's a process.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing to accept that change and move forward. And that's just the reality. I did a cold plunge.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
So, funny enough story. And I'm going to get honest. Okay? It was actually the invite was from your boss.
Who's that?
Bill.
Shout out Bill Camp.
Okay? This is somebody that I had.
We're having Bill on the podcast.
We are going to have him on a future episode for
and
sure.
That's actually
a real thing. Bill and I have a checkered past, to say the least. There was resentments from his side, resentments from my side. Areas I should have stepped up, areas he should have stepped up. And to be honest, for some reason in that friendship, we sucked at communication. We expected more out of each other without setting those clear expectations, right? So, long story short, he's dove back into recovery head first.
And right into a cold plunge.
And he reached out to me and was like, hey, Saturday, 2:00, doing some breathing exercises and a cold plunge. Are you in? I said, I'm in. So I went, and I'll put it on the app. He sent me, there's a pig like 15 dudes, all in recovery, all on mats in these chairs with these, like, with these eyeball, doing these guided breathing exercises.
Box
right?
breathing.
Yeah, box breathing.
I know about it.
Big fan of box breathing.
Me and Mama used to.
Love box breathing.
Yeah, me and Mama used to sit there and meditate and do box breathing exercises.
This guided breathing was the real deal.
Yeah.
And I went with Jack. I rolled with Jack.
Yeah.
And so I thought for sure he was going to be clowning, right? If I'm going into something like that, I'm going with an open mind, and I am giving it my all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to make a mockery out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I've done aerial yoga. Dude. Real life. You know what I'm talking about? On the things.
On the ropes?
They're almost like sheets.
Can we get Ivan, can we pull up some pictures of that?
I don't think
you
I
got
have
any
pic.
pictures of that?
I don't think I have a pic of that, but I've literally I'm willing to try anything.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. I've never been more relaxed than when I did aerial yoga. I fell asleep at the thing.
Yeah.
I fell asleep because we did this one thing where like you had to pretend you were in a cocoon.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, ladies tapped me on the shoulder. She goes, I'm so sorry. She goes, but another class is coming in. I said, huh?
No. Everybody's gone.
Everybody was gone. I was out. Real life. So
hell no.
So I gave myself to the breathing exercises. I did them. It was great.
Yeah.
Then we did this cold plunge. I'm like,
yeah.
Cold plunge, that's nothing. Like, I'm here for it.
Yeah. I like doing I've done some public nudity. Go ahead, continue with the cold plunge thing.
So, I knew it was gonna be cold. It's a different kind of cold, and I don't know. It is. They tell you like put your hands on your thighs because you want to keep as much heat as possible. And I said, okay, but what do we?
Yeah.
Keep as much heat.
Yeah. What do you want me to hold ice cubes onto my kneecaps?
Right. And they were like, focus on your breathing when you get in there. I got in there.
Yeah, dude. No. I don't see. Here's the thing. I understand it's got some like health benefits and like some mental benefits, but like, I've done it in the shower.
No.
And I went from hot and I turned it on to straight cold, and I was in there for about 4 seconds, and then I woke up on the floor.
So
I woke up on the floor with my head buzzing.
This is 34 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you get in, and even though the lady just told me, hands on the thighs, focus on your breathing, I'm literally...
You forgot everything.
I'm literally... Right? And she's like, hands on your legs. But she was so calm.
Yeah, nope.
I felt like...
She wasn't in 30-degree water.
I felt like I was in a battle against an army of polar bears. Okay? Polar bears with bazookas. Okay? And instead of rockets, they were shooting ice.
Shooting snowballs at you.
Okay? And she was the army medic.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
She was like, breathing. She was like, just breathe. Just focus on your breath.
Giving you field dressings.
And so I was like, and eventually I caught my breath and I sat there 2 minutes. And even before I got in, I'm like, 2 minutes? I told Jack, because there's 2 tubs. Jack went in one tub, I went in the other. I said, dude, we're definitely going past 2 minutes.
See you in 5.
Yeah. He said, 2 minutes is nothing. Minute 45, I said, hey, yo, Jack. He said, what up? I said, I'm out at 2. He said, say less. Okay. So 2 minutes hits. She goes, all right, good job, guys. Now, what scared me feels like pins and needles all over.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know if my limbs are going to work.
Yeah, to climb out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. I leaned on the tub for a second. I dried off. Can I tell you, it was the most incredible feeling for the rest of the day. I felt
Really?
my soul was relaxed. I am so much so. Friday, we get off work early at the office, and Jack and I usually go hit the gym. I told him, I said, you want to do a cold plunge after the gym? He said, absolutely. I'm going again.
You're going again?
I'm going again.
I'll go with you, but can all right, so I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Can I do that warm plunge? You do the cold plunge and just tell them to fill up the bathtub. Tell them to ask them if they got a hot tub. You know what I mean? Or just like a lukewarm plunge. Can I just start light? 30 degrees, bro. Oh my God. I don't know if I could recover from that, dog.
I'm telling you.
Talk about a Weiner story.
It
God
is something that happens within that 2 minutes, because when you get in, you literally think you're dying. You're like, I'm dying.
No
I'm not
shit.
going to make it out of
Want to
this.
know why?
And
Because
then
you are dying, Flip.
Nah, but then you overcome it. You overcome that mental and physical adversity, and you come out the other side a better individual. Out of 15 guys, only one guy didn't last the whole 2 minutes. Now, I will say, out of all 15 guys, only one guy went over 2 minutes.
Who was it?
Mike Quattrone.
Oh, of course
Two
he
and-
did. That dude's a grizzly bear.
Two and
You
a half-
kidding me?
2.5. He said, hey, is the 2 minutes up?
You kidding me, dude?
She said, yeah, it's been up. He said, all right, cool.
Shout out Mike. Shout out Mike Q, man.
Yeah, man.
He's a grizzly bear.
Yeah, no, that dude.
He probably didn't even feel anything until about a minute 45.
He asked for a pillow. My man asked for a pillow.
Can you guys bring in a 10-pound bag of ice so I can put it behind my head real
He
quick?
asked for a pillow and finger foods.
Yeah.
He was chilling. He was chilling.
He's cool as a cuke.
Yeah, but highly recommend that anybody looking to just kind of spice life up a little bit. You ain't done a cold plunge.
I just think it's a shame that this is what we got to do to spice life up now. This is what we got to do to feel something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, we don't drink.
Whatever
We don't
happened
do
to a nice walk on the beach? Whatever happened to just seeing the sunset at 75 degrees?
When's the last time you looked at the sunset?
I look at it, who the fuck are you? Huh?
I'm
Who
asking,
are you? What are you?
I'm asking. When's the
What are
last
you,
time?
the sunshine police? Huh?
I'm asking. When's the last time you looked at?
What are you gonna read me my horizon rights? Huh? Fuck out of here.
I'm asking.
I'm just saying that's just like a.
No, you said, why do we have to get in a cold tub to feel alive? Why can't we look at the sunset? So I'm trying to figure out when the last time you looked at the sunset, because I want to know what you were feeling. Because I tell you what, I've seen the sunset,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. There's another one-liner for you.
Okay. Cold plunge. You're doing
Cold plunge.
You're doing
Jack said he shout out Jack Courtney.
Yeah.
Jack said I'm gonna shout out 100 people before this episode's over. He said he almost passed out.
it. When
And
got
then he
out,
said it was amazing. He said he's never felt that way in his life or whatever.
It's
Weird
so
shit.
crazy, dude. I'm telling you. I hope they light up the comments talking about how dope a cold plunge is, and not to mention all the health benefits.
Yeah, no, I've heard them all.
Okay.
Sonny got me on the shower thing.
Sonny's gone there. Sonny's gone there.
Really?
He's a member.
For real?
Yeah.
Did he go with you guys?
No, he didn't.
No. He probably signed his name in a book and then said, I'm never coming back here again.
That does sound like a Sonny move. That does sound like a Sonny move.
Sonny, I worked at Perkins back when I was 15, and it was Thanksgiving, and Sonny was supposed to start work,
Yeah.
and he came in to start his shift as a dishwasher on Thanksgiving night. And the other dish guy didn't show up.
Of course.
So he walked into the kitchen and saw Mount Everest of dishes and silverware and just turned around and walked out. I came in for my shift. I said, "Where's Sonny at?" I said he was here for fucking 2 seconds and left. I have no idea.
What were you doing?
I was bussing. I was bringing all the dishes back
so who
there.
did the dishes?
I don't even know. I think I left too. I was like, nah, that's how we roll, man. Grant boys. You know what I mean? All for one, one for all, baby.
You guys quit on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
That's what you guys do?
Yeah.
It's not really a claim to fame.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Well, could be worse.
It could be.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Could have had to do all them dishes.
Anything else? One of our patrons, El Patron, sunflower bread. You want to do it?
Huh? Yeah. What? Oh. Yeah. Remember left in the dust. Unless I stuck by you. Loving me too much. Remember stuck in the dust. You're my sunflower.
Bread.
Yeah.
There it is. Sunflower bread. Favorite activities to do in recovery. Go. Let's go.
Oh, you were talking to me.
I wasn't talking to them.
Oh, yeah. You know, I like to go to work. I like to hit a Taco Bell on my way home from work, order entirely too much food, go home, eat all of it, because I'm scared that if I waste food, my dad's going to beat me. And then...
Shout out JG.
Shout out Jeff Grant. And then, you know, I just like to slip into a dark hole of depression and just feeling sorry for myself, and then calling Flip and telling him I made a horrible mistake. And
I've watched you sob up tears with half of a burrito.
Yeah.
I've watched you FaceTime me. Dude, I mean too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm choosing to actually be serious.
Okay. Oh, all right. I didn't know. All right.
Some things that I like to do, escape rooms. Escape rooms are so dope. If you've never done an escape room, do an escape room. Group of friends. We always have a blast. I was actually in an escape room with Sonny. Okay?
Yeah.
Can I tell you about... And listen. If there is one story that summarizes Sonny Grant as a person, this is a story.
Yeah.
Okay? We're in an escape room. And we are in a voodoo medicine shop looking thing. When I say voodoo, I'm talking voodoo. There's vials of frog hairs.
Potions.
And like, I mean, just all kinds of wild stuff.
Love potions.
Right?
Yeah.
And it unlocks, eventually when you do enough of the things, it unlocks into this bedroom where there's an exorcism going on.
Like a
exorcism.
Like on TV.
Like person chained to the bed.
Real person. Live exorcism.
Live person.
Okay.
Comes, levitates up off the bed. Okay? Now here's the thing. And this is how they get you. Only like one person can go in. Because there's only like room for like one person, right?
Yeah.
So this fireplace opens up. I'm like, all right, I'll go in. I go in. What does Sonny do? Grabs a fireplace and tries to close it.
No. Locks you in there? Did it close?
No, because I grabbed it.
Oh, okay.
And slammed my finger. I ain't been the same since.
You can't blame the
I ain't been
kid
the
for
same
trying.
since. Wait, we're talking about fun activities. Sorry.
Yeah.
No. Escape rooms are a blast. I love going to sporting events. I like shopping.
I like being good to... I like treating myself to a nice massage.
Okay.
Me and my girl will go and get a couples massage.
I love massages.
Shout out ABC Foot Spa. Golfgate. They got the juice.
Okay.
You get in there, it's nice. They got the music, the ambiance is just tits. You got your feet in the nice warm water. They'll do the foot rub. Tits. They got whatever. They got anything you want.
Okay. We'll be cutting that out.
Reputable.
Okay.
It's a reputable massage parlor.
Say less.
No, it is. It is. It's a couples massage. Okay.
I mean, there's bowling, mini golf.
Yeah.
Mini golf.
Mini golf is pop stroke.
I haven't been there yet.
Pop stroke, dog.
Is it the real deal?
A 2 and a big one to be away. Hit him with that automatic. We gonna send him to heaven.
Hey.
Yeah.
Is that did they play that the whole time you're mini golfing? Because I could get hyped for that.
Yeah.
Except I wouldn't be putting.
Yeah, it's like a
it's over there
like
by
an
UTC.
actual golf course, bro, with sand traps and like hills, and I mean they got a tiger and a cub. They got a tiger course and a cub course. Yeah.
So you were on the cub course. What'd you score?
No, I was on the tiger course, and there was 18 holes, and I scored 18. So. Shooters got to shoot.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun things. The biggest thing that I think is just when you get that group of friends, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be a big group.
Yeah.
You guys can literally have fun doing anything.
Yeah. Me and Flip will get on these Rock'em Sock'em robots, and we'll go ham for an hour.
We'll be here till midnight.
Yeah.
We'll be here till midnight doing that.
Yeah.
Like big Super Bowl. We did the Super Bowl over here. I made a whole spread for everybody. You know what I mean? Had the stuffed shells.
Good spread.
Had the TikTok pasta.
Never seen anything like it. It was like Gordon Ramsay was running around this bitch, dude. It was crazy, bro. It was like Hell's Kitchen, and you had all kinds. You had a full Italian feast.
Yeah, I wanted to switch it up because every like Super Bowl, it's like wings and pizza.
Yeah, yeah.
No. We ain't rocking like that here.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
Casa de la Flip.
I was kind of hoping to see some hot dogs, but
yeah, but you're always hoping to see hot dog. Dude, we went to Nothing Bundt Cakes, and you said, "Where are the hot dogs?" I said, "Dude, it's a pastry."
So what kind of establishment is this?
It's a pastry joint.
Yeah. Well, you better throw a hot dog in one of them cupcakes, motherfucker. I need some glizzies in my life.
Oh, God.
All right?
Hey, listen, we're ending the episode on that one.
Give me the glizzies.
Oh, God. We love and appreciate everybody. Check out all our socials.
All of our socials. Link is in the bio on Instagram for the link tree. And also it is in the bio for Doc Flu Customs. If you do not follow Doc Flu Customs, that is my sneaker customization.
Listen, if nothing else, even if you don't like sneakers, it's works of art.
Yeah, it's art.
Like I appreciate art.
It's wearable art.
It's crazy. I got
so,
the Galaxies.
You know, you could check it out. It's Doc_Flu_Customs. And our link for all of our podcast stuff is in the bio there as well.
Yeah.
The link tree.
A link to our Patreon where this week you will be seeing Luke's feet pics. And yeah, that's that.
I want to shout out all of our patrons real quick.
Dude, oh my God. All right, I mean, I can start naming some while it takes you forever to get there.
What you mean? I'm here.
You ready? Shout out Heather Beach. Shout out Misty Cox. Shout out Sunflower Bread, Sylvia Brown. Shout out, what is it, Breezy?
Yeah, Beezy. Yeah, Becky. I used to call her my Becky.
My Becky. Oh man.
When I was a kid, I got a picture of me on my 4-wheeler. She's riding on the back. We got to be no more than 4 or 5 years old, cruising around a pool table in the basement. Allison Toye Garama, Shelby McIntyre, Beezy, Julie, Christy Mooney, Christina Chicas, Lisa Pooh 98, Kim Richards, Heather Beach, Amber Scott, Tasha Romans, Misty Cox, possibly Missy's Sisty, Rebecca Cox, Brandy McInnes, Sylvia Brown, and our first and last but not least,
Epiphany Blankins. We are working on the merch. We got some great ideas. We got some great things coming. Super excited about that. Shout out Barb, who saved my life on the last episode. I can't remember her name, but I have to shout her out because she told me about Claritin. It saved my life. Changed my life.
Yeah.
Changed my life.
You're a changed man.
I took Claritin, and we end up here.
Yeah.
We're here.
You took Claritin, and all
I
of a
was
sudden
at Tiffany's house. I took Claritin, I'm home.
And you're in a cold plunge.
I'm in a cold plunge. Shout out, Barb. Saved my life. Seriously, thank you guys so much. Love each and every one of you. Until next time, you know what time it is.
Yep, I sure do.